was one thing that I could have Americans in general understand about farmers, it would be the level at which farmers care about what they do.
There's a lot of love and hard work that goes into every container of Gerber baby food, but it really all begins with the farmer.
Everything has to be perfect.
We don't look at work as a punishment. We look at work as an opportunity. And to take that opportunity and be able to feed a hungry world, there's not a higher calling.
I was talking with one of our older growers, and he made the comment that when he was a little boy, Dan Gerber himself stood in this exact same orchard that we're standing in right now, and it blew my mind.
That's perfect.
Good.
I think those will work out well.
It'll make out a nice crop.
Gerber has been part of our farming business for as long as I can remember.
100 years ago, my grandfather started this farm.
Passing it down from my great-grandfather to my grandfather to my father, who passed it on to my brother and I.
It's not uncommon to have 2, 3, and in even some instances 4 generations of the same family selling to Gerber. And when I'm in the field working with them, you get a sense of that.
I grew up on a farm, and farming is in my blood.
Working with Chris has always been a fun experience. He's a pretty down-to-earth guy.
One of the neatest things for me is having a younger grower get in my truck with me and just ask, what if we did this? What if we did that?
He's involved with every part of the growing season, whether it's planting, spraying, harvesting. He's always available. He puts in a lot of hours, I know that.
When I first came to their farm, Dan Main was 5 years old, and now he's out making decisions, and he's a huge part of that farm.
I feel like as little girls always want to be princesses, little boys probably want to always play in the dirt and be farmers.
When I was a kid, I always had to come to work with Dad, but Grandpa was the boss.
I wouldn't be the farmer that I am today if it weren't for my dad being the farmer he was prior to that.
One row has a far less stand count, so I'm going to have Mike take multiple stand counts.
My brother and I, 3 years apart, would spend almost every day from beginning to end with our dad.
I remember the first time he really let me loose driving a tractor, and we rode a couple rounds and he kind of showed me the ins and outs.
I learned the business from my grandfather, and my father was my best friend doing it.
In high school, I said I would never marry a farmer, but I did.
We work 7 days a week, all through the production season.
No matter how many hours it takes, no matter how long the days, no matter how long the season, those guys are in it for the long haul.
Then I watch them out there, and if we have the kids with us, they're all out there looking and pawing through the fields, and I think, you know, that's kind of cool.
Everything takes hard work, and day after day we get an example to show that to our kids.
And now I'm raising a generation of farmers, and I love it.
We bust our tails every day, every year, to deliver the best crop we can.
We know who Gerber's customers are.
I'm more than just a farmer, I'm a parent, which is what drives us to continually raise the bar.
You can go to the store and look at a jar of baby food and say, yep, I had something to do with that.
We've just thoroughly enjoyed our work.